All right, we're back with another PCBH snippet. One of the things my mind has been thinking about lately, and it's probably because of that report that came out that I continue to talk about implementing high quality primary care, talking with our residents, our interns about the report, is just why do we keep talking about the importance of context? Obviously, Bridget and I, whenever we do a video or whenever we present, there's probably a 99% chance that we're going to talk about the importance of context. And actually, my mind says, oh, it's probably a 100% chance that we're going to talk about the importance of context. Why? We'll talk about contextual interviews, right? We'll talk about making sure you get to know and to see the person, go through a list of questions to try to help you with that. Why, though? It's something that my mind has been thinking about more and more. About how do we make this idea of context really important, making people understand why we're talking about this. And what's interesting is that when we start to understand people's context, something changes about the relationship that we're having with them. Our behavior changes. When I enter a room, and my mind's assumption, coming back to that functional contextualist perspective, is that every single thing that the person is doing, every single symptom that is presenting, every single behavioral struggle, that it makes sense within their context, I interact with that person differently. I become more curious. I become more engaged. I don't allow my relational frames that are automatically making assumptions about this person's behavior and where it's coming from. They stay at bay a little bit more. What's amazing is that when we focus on context, we become more compassionate. We become more loving. And then on the other side of the individual receiving that curiosity, that contextualist perspective, compassion and love within them naturally grows. Because I always remember talking to Kirk about this and having conversations. We don't fight things that are supposed to be there. We don't fight things that make sense. So when we talk about contextual care, and we talk about the contextual interview, yeah, there's maybe specific parts and certain things that we're going to do, ways of getting there, means of getting there. But let's make sure that we don't lose sight of the purpose behind it, of us remaining curious, of us assuming that every single thing that the person is doing, what's showing up, the behaviors, that they make sense, and allow that to ripple out to us remaining more curious, more engaged with the individual, and the individual returning that curiosity and engagement, as well as allowing compassion and love to just naturally grow. And I would love to hear how you all prime yourself to remember to stay curious. Prime yourself to remember the importance of context beyond these things that are just like the contextual interview and a report that says to do so. How do you do it? Excited to hear what your thoughts are.